Hey guys, welcome to the 300th lesson of Pro Teaches New. Woo!
Yeah.
Yep, and today we are going over, fitting up 300. Originally, I was going to do Ultimate and Comics Avengers, but let's be honest, this was more appropriate.
Big time!
300 for the 300th.
Yep.
300
So
is
today,
so good.
Yep, going down, I have Ingrid. I have Pika. I have Jared.
What is your profession?
I brought more soldiers than you.
Yeah.
Raymond.
Tonight I dine in hell. And so does India.
Yep. And Foxy. Is Steph Nerd with you?
No, she'll be back in a minute, though.
All right. But yeah, so yeah, this is it. A big celebration. Didn't think I would make it this far when I first started, but and I already got about 17 or 18 other lessons in the can already for after this one.
Most of them featuring me. So
A good number of them featuring you. Yes.
There's like what, one or two of them.
And I'm sure we have a couple more to do in the future, yeah.
Yep. And a couple with all of you are have a couple of them already.
Yay.
So yeah, first we're gonna do Frank Miller 300, then afterwards we're gonna do the follow-up Xerxes, which
Yeah.
I already have my expectations set for this one.
Yep. Well, to be fair with Xerxes, though, believe it or not, Rise of an Empire only took a few issues from a few segments from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I've
I
never
saw
even
it
seen
in
that movie,
theaters.
so
The
Rise of
Rise
an
the
Empire is
I saw
not
that
my
in theaters
favorite
with
at
two
all.
of my friends.
Yep. Yeah. Ingrid and I saw it a few weeks ago, and we agreed Ava Green was the standout, which is the opposite of a Dame to Kill for.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the CGI blood was gratuitous. What the hell?
yeah, that was a bit much. I was like, I get it. Stop making the blood look like
Every-
wine.
Every step is like, it's like that free you think blood splash splatter effect you see on YouTubers that all like
Yeah, it's like, that's what I would do to make it a violent scene comical in a YouTube poop, not in an actual cinematic film.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
it's probably done some because some regions or
we got another person.
some countries don't want to see blood, but so it's some movies do it so that they use digital blood effects so that when they are moved to some other countries they can remove those effects and show them there.
Right.
I just realized there's a limit on who can be in here. So sorry, Hominid, you just popped in here. I better let Eric know that too. I didn't know. I thought it was a bigger limit.
Glad I made it.
How many of us were in the 2050? How many of us were in that one?
we don't get the vampire? Shit.
Sad face.
Yeah.
If you want the vampirism, I can always talk like this.
Yay, we
I
have
got the puppet.
Last one.
we
I
have
could back
Count
out so they can
Pika
come in.
Shades, which is like super fitting since it's like Halloween season and all that shit.
Yeah,
Yes, you are correct.
Yep. So anyway,
He wants to thunderbolt your ass.
but anyway,
Sorry if at some point when my accent might end up slipping. But yeah, let us go forward now.
But yeah, so we did this back when he was still married to Lynn Barley, so she does the coloring, which I gotta say, I love her coloring here. Clearly way better than the digital coloring she attempted in Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Why did you say that name?
Right. Oh, no.
But yeah, we open with honor. We march. From dear Laconia, from sacred Sparta, we march. For honor's sake, for glory's sake, we march. Seriously, just look at this artwork.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That is so
yeah.
badass.
Imagine how much effort it takes to do all the little details on the.
Draw
If
everything.
you do drawing, you know how it's because you need to do the hill, then you need to do the figures, then you need to add the figures, you need to do the
And this
shadowing
is
stuff.
widescreen.
And
This is a
Wait,
widescreen.
I think the
only
only thing would be like the masks or the faces that I would have an issue with. There wasn't enough detail. Everything else was like
Yeah.
pristine.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I've only seen the first movie. I've never seen the second film. I've only seen the first movie a handful of times. Does this comic like skip all the political BS?
Nope.
It goes right into
Nope.
it, huh?
Legit,
Yeah, no,
Raymond.
it's-
It is page to screen.
Really?
Which
Yeah,
is one thing
but
I
then the
always.
movie also added some new
Yeah.
some stuff in between too.
Now, some moments
Like-
that were bigger in the movie are much smaller in this.
It's just that our first image here is that them marching. I'm assuming
Well,
to Thermopylae.
Nope. This is something else. But I should point out, notice this, 480 BC. Remember, BC counts down. You got to remember that. That's going to be important when we get to Xerxes.
Okay.
Remember, it's counting down to before Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AD is when we start counting upwards.
Just look at it.
Dominate.
In
-480.
Finnish, it goes
at it like
yeah,
that.
it goes okay. In Finnish, it goes like EKR, like ennen Kristuksen syntymän, and JKR jälkeen Kristuksen sille. Oh yeah, before after that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Right.
Sorry,
3
my
days
accent
out.
again.
Merciless heat. Throats go dry. Young Stelios gets dizzy. Unpardonable. Stelios, you clown. Yes, sir. I'm ready for my punishment, sir. We wonder if Stelios will die. Anyone among us can stop this. Only he. Enough! But the captain doesn't hear. He does not repeat the order. Oh!
Oh,
Teaches that captain a lesson.
hot damn!
Yeah.
We're not wasting any time here.
Still kind of stuck on the Stelios. Just
Can't
reminds me
go
of American Dad.
Stelios.
You there.
Stelios.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this now. You there. Stumblios on your feet. Yes, my lord. Your captain sleeps. You will carry him on your back. Yes, my lord. No food till journey's end for any of us. In shame, we march. Nice going, Stumblios. Blame the captain for being overzealous.
He's as mean as he is Greek.
Damn!
Nice.
Some military discipline.
Night. The summer wind blows cool off the Aegean. Dilios spins his story. Training can make a man a good warrior, but a great warrior is crafted by the gods. Our favorite story, the one about the boy. He was cold, the boy was. Cold, hungry. It was his initiation, his time in the wild. He would return as a Spartan or not at all. He had wandered far from Sparta, far from home. He'd survived on roots and bugs and rodents, and now he was freezing to death. He heard a low growl. Cold, hungry, far from home, defenseless. Defenseless, the scrawny stick he'd sharpened. It was nothing, a joke, a child's toy masquerading as a proper spear. He was defenseless. He was prey. Ooh, the beast circled, sniffing, savoring the scent of the meal to come. Did the boy run? Did he cower? Did he cry? No, he showed the wolf his backside. He was calm. Not a trace of fear did he show. The wind screamed through a narrow wound in the rock. Too late, the beast charged and howled, thrashing, trapped, pinned by an unforgiving rock. The boy raised his stick. His hands were steady. His form was perfect. Oh!
Again, this is why I love this movie. I love the movie because it recreated like legit the
Yeah,
most
really
iconic
like that.
panels from this. Legit.
And notice,
Yeah.
going a big wide thing, a big beast going through a tight corridor.
Yeah.
Reference to what's to come.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, great
Definitely.
foreshadowing.
Yep. And so the boy, given up for dead, returned to king, our king, Leonidas. Children, such noise. Get your sleep. We sleep. The king is alone with his thoughts, alone with the weight of a world on his shoulders. It's been more than 40 years since the wolf and the winter cold. Now, as then, it is not fear that grips him. No, not fear, only a restlessness, a heightened sense of things. The rocky soil beneath his feet, the salty breeze, the snoring and shallow and breathing of the 300 boys in his charge, ready to die for him without a moment's pause. every one of them. Ready to die, he muses. They think they know what that means. Notice how it goes, like they think. It's just, like straight down, but it's each individual word.
Right.
Now, as then, a beast approaches, patient, confident, savoring the meal to come. But this beast is made of men and horses and spears and swords. It is an army, vast beyond imagining, ready to devour our tiny Greece. So this is actually during the march, but that's we then cut to a year earlier after this. To sniff out the world's one hope and reason, and for reason and justice. The beast approaches, and it was King Leonidas himself who provoked it, barely a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah, uninvited guest. Show me to your king. I bring word from great Xerxes. I don't know. Our king's a very businessman, and he's got an acute sense of smell. Persian, could we offer you a bath? I'm sure our women have a perfume you'll find agreeable. Greek arrogance. It'll be the death of you. Be afraid. Sparta will burn to the ground. Only the word of King Leonidas can save it. He sounds serious. Maybe we should tell the king. Yeah, I suppose. We don't want anybody saying Spartans aren't good hosts. The matched footsteps of the king's personal guard, the clatter and bickering of the marketplace ceases. Barely a year ago. Earth and water, and you rode all the way from Persia from earth and water. Don't be coy. Don't be stupid. You can afford neither. For earth and water, a force of men is assembled, so massive it shakes the earth with its march. Its numbers so great it drinks the rivers dry. All the God King requires is a modest offering of earth and water, a simple token of Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes. That's a bit of a problem. Rumor has it that the Athenians have already turned you down, and if those boy lovers found in that kind of nerve, after all, we Spartans have our reputation to consider. Still, I'd hate to be rude. There's got to be a diplomatic way to handle this. Choose your next words carefully. Of course, it's obvious. The answer's right in front of me. Earth and water. You'll find plenty of boats down there. Madman! You're a madman! No Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger. This is blasphemy. This is madness. This is Sparta. See what I mean, though? See what I mean? What Snyder made a bigger moment is a smaller moment here.
Mm-hmm.
You
But I mean,
This is still a pretty big moment, though. Like it's kind of downplayed, but it's not as like epic, you know.
But I like the moment of him looking at his wife, who nods with approval, like like. If
and
then it's
queen.
The whole he doesn't say it, you know.
Yeah,
I think it was Gerard who improvised the screaming of the line instead of like saying "This is Sparta, kick."
Right. Yeah, it was improvised.
Also, you got
it was actually improvised. I did remember watching a what do you call it, the behind the scenes thing where Gerard actually, it was like the last shooting of the day, and he's like, "Hey, let me try this out," and he did do that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
The children frolic. A war begins, and end of the first issue.
That's awesome.
He was also like a meme. Also,
got a definite
they had it
blow
also.
up. And so did the messenger. Like, come on, you go from this dude to Gerard Butler in his freaking peak.
Yep. No sleep tonight. Not for the king. Too restless. Eager as a youth. Eager as a beardless, wet-nosed cadet for battle. Battle still miles and days distant. Restless, frustrated, all his 50 years have been a straight road to this one gleaming moment of destiny. This one radiant clash of shields and spear and sword and bone and flesh and blood. Still days away. And though he leads his precious 300 to certain deaths, his only regret is he has so few to sacrifice. Every Spartan, man or woman, should share in this glory and in the victory that should be secured had not King Leonidas been so roundly thwarted by a foe who squats among the summer clouds as round and fat as some gluttonous Athenian.
That's ridiculous.
Remember
the wording.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, above Sparta, a hard climb. Welcome, Leonidas. We have been expecting you. I trust you didn't come empty-handed. Shows his gold. It looks heavy. You carry it. Come along, my brothers are waiting. The Ephors priests to the old gods, inbred swine whom even a king must bribe and beg. King Xerxes is on the march. The fate of all Greece hangs in the balance. First things first, Leonidas. You mustn't insult the gods. Clang, 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 clang. Proceed. First things first. There's never been a holy man who lacked the love of gold for gold. Persians claim their forces number in the millions. Surely they exaggerate, but there's no question that we will face the most massive army ever assembled. We will use our superior fighting skills and the terrain of Greece herself to destroy them. We will march north to the coast. It is August. The full moon approaches. The Carnia, the sacred festival of the Carnia. Sparta wages no war at the time of the Carnia. The festival will be our last, unless you allow me my plan. Hear me out. We will block the Persians' coastal march with a great stone wall, funneling them into the mountain pass we call the Hot Gates. In that narrow corridor, their numbers will count for nothing. Like an angry sea heaving wave after wave against an unyielding cliff, they will shatter. And at such advance, Xerxes' losses will be so great, his men so demoralized, he will have no choice but to abandon his campaign. But the Cardia, you must consult the oracles. I prefer you trusted your reason. Your blasphemies has cost us quite enough already. Don't compound them. We will consult the oracle. Come along. Enjoy the show. Inbred swine, diseased old mystics, worthless remnants, and useless remnants of the old time. Before Lycurgus, the lawgiver, before Sparta's ascent from the age of darkness. Remnants, moldy, rotting remnants of ancient and senseless, stupid tradition. Tradition even Lycurgus, the lawgiver, could not defy. Leonidas must obey the word of the Ephors. That is the law. No Spartan, slave or citizen or king is above the law. The earth coughs up its vapors. The oracle moans, swimming in trance. The poor girl. The Ephors chose only the most beautiful Spartan girls to live among them as oracles. The old wretches have men's knees and souls as black as hell. Oh, pray to the winds. Sparta will fall. All Greece will fall. Trust night and men. Honor the old gods. Honor the Carnia. Which I gotta say, I prefer the movie where it's made clear they are spilling the statement. They are basically bullshitting it. I prefer that where they're leaning in and listening to what she's saying, but clearly spouting out their own bullshit. Yep. Whereas here, she's saying it. I don't care for that. I think that's less shows less of the corruption.
Mm-hmm.
And the climb down, it's harder. Pompous, inbred swine. Worthless, diseased, rotten, corrupt. Clang, clang, clang. Great Xerxes gives his thanks, wise men. When Sparta burns, you will bathe in gold. Fresh oracles will be delivered to you daily from every corner of the empire. I mean, that spells it out. But her just going along with it does not.
Yeah.
Well, there's no setup. No.
Well, still, wouldn't it kind of show that the corruption is even deeper by having her say it? Because if even she has been corrupted,
well,
you know what I mean?
That's true. But I think the symbolism of them bullshitting it by just leaning in and listening to her makes more sense.
Okay,
she could be saying anything. She could be saying anything.
Right.
It adds a lot of layers, yeah.
Out of curiosity, what do these old men spend all that gold on?
Who knows?
More women and booze.
Oh, but hear
women for free now.
Sparta, the next morning, Leonidas has barely strapped up his sandals when the council is upon him. Voices hushed. Good king, the oracle has spoken. The Ephors has spoken. There must be no march. The law, my lord, the Spartan army must not go to war, nor shall it. You worry over nothing. I issue no order. I'm just stretching my legs, taking a walk, and I insist you take your... I know! I love that!
And these 300 men are my personal guard.
Yeah, the movie, Gerard Butler really sold this line and part of Leonidas
perfect.
I know, but
then there was the parody version of the Meet the Spartans that was made from 300 also. So the oracle told you just not to go. The oracle also said that our painted abs look fake.
But yeah, and I insist you take your entire bodyguard with you, dear husband. All 300. Call me protective. We never doubt your word, Leonidas, but permit me to ask, where is it you intend to walk? Good question. Hadn't given much thought, but now that you ask, I suppose I'll head north. North, the hot gates. And this explains your enthusiasm last night. Yes. And north, he says. What do we do? What can we do? Sparta needs sons. Ha! Oh, Spartan. Yes, my lady. Come back with your shield. Horde on it. Yes, my lady.
Oh my God. Did this kill us, though?
Yep. Goodbye, my love. He doesn't say it. There's no room for softness. Not in Sparta. No place for weakness. Only the hard and strong may call themselves Spartans. Only the hard. Only the strong. A strong woman, a fine wife, to him only a memory now. He will never see her again. He will never see Sparta again. First light, we march. Noisy Arcadians greet us with noisy complaints. And Doxus, a pleasant surprise. What is this? The morning's full of surprises, Leonidas. Can't be more than a few hundred of them. I can't believe this. Have we been tricked? We were told Sparta was on the warpath. We were eager to join forces. Damn, is this some kind of joke? But you bring only this handful against Xerxes? We expected Sparta's commitment to at least match our own. Doesn't it? You and you there, Arcadian. What is your profession? I am a potter, sir. And you, Arcadian, what is your profession? A sculptor. And you, a blacksmith. You, a baker. Spartans, what is your profession? You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did. Damn Spartans, they always know what to say. From Antigua and Mantinea, they come. From Thespia and Thebes and Opus and Pocket and Malice, some by the dozens, some by the hundreds, citizen soldiers, freed slaves, brave Greeks all. Brave amateurs, they jabber, they brag, they bicker, they joke, they even laugh out loud. 7,000 strong, we march. Into hell's mouth, we march.
And on that, I will bid you all adieu.
Oh, okay. See you. See you,
by the way, real quick, I just want to bring this up. So when Gerard Butler was at regularly attends I believe one of the schools in Michigan, their mascot is the Spartan. So he showed up and goes, "What is your profession?"
I wish I went to MSU.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later.
That area.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Yep. Hey, Hamid, if you're still there, you can join in. But yeah, the hot gates. Looks like rain. Let the others scurry for cover. We rush to bear witness. The gods play. Zeus stabs the sky with thunderbolts. And Boreas howls bullied. And batters the sea with hurricane winds. Poseidon rises, rudely awakened, furious his surf clawing at the stars. Glorious, pity the sailors this night. Look there, Persians! Ooh! Jubilation, laughter and songs and praise for the gods that will continue until the next day dawn. Only one among us keeps his Spartan reserve. Only he, only the king. His thoughts are bittersweet. The fools, the dear young fools, they actually think we have a chance. I mean, I don't blame him for thinking that, but at the same time, he's got a point. When you have that many, losing a few boats don't matter.
Mm-hmm. It's just you look at the proportionality of it.
Exactly. If there are as many as they claim, yeah.
What was the claim? It was like, what, 10,000 or 10 million or something like that?
A million strong.
We have lost Doxy.
We lost that. They'll probably pop back in. Probably connection issues. I thought that Spartans were from Michigan State. But yeah. Oh, there's the Hunchback guy. Glory.
Ooh, he's hideous.
Yeah, I think they matched him pretty well in the movie. Honor, Father, smile down upon me from your place of rest. This day, your son will prove himself. I will show you that you were not wrong to protect me. I will show you that I am worthy. Bastards! Bastard! Persian bastards will kill you all. We Spartans will kill you all. We Spartans will destroy you. We are born. When we are born, we are inspected. If we are small and puny, or sickly, or misshapen, we are discarded. We are starved, driven to steal and fight and kill. We are tested, tossed into the wire. It has told me that their Wi-Fi dropped out. That's what happened.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway, by rod and lash, we are punished, trained to show no pain. Does this hurt, Spartan? No, sir. Are you getting tired, Spartan? No, sir. Do you want to stop now, Spartan? No, sir. And our training never ends. We are Spartans. Doxus, you're up early for an Arcadian. Are you liking this, Spartan? I'm loving it, sir. Is there anything you'd rather be doing now, Spartan? Nothing, sir. A Persian ambassador approaches. You wish to greet him? My boy will, and my boys will meet him at the wall. They'll show him a proper Spartan welcome. And faster. Perhaps King Xerxes sent his ambassador to negotiate a surrender. There they are. Welcome back.
Hello.
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 This time, I don't know why we've been having such bad issues with our Wi-Fi.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thanks.
And feeds. Or perhaps he wonders why he hasn't heard from his scouts. So he just took out the scouts.
Yep.
A Spartan welcome. Forward.
Yeah,
It's true what they say. These Spartans, they are demons. Forward. And their steps slower, their breaths quicker, their fingers grip more tightly about their spears. The slaves of Xerxes advances. Right up their camel and calls backside. Blessed Spartan, the boldest of men, the fightiest warriors in all the world. They will accept me. They must accept me. Father, beloved mother, you will see that you were right. So I like this giving more details on him than the movie did.
Yeah.
And it gave us enough in the movie, but this gives a better context.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought he was unique, but I definitely hated him by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. The hot cakes, the Aegean breeze still carries on last night's chill, hardly hinting at the August heat this day will bring. The sea is calm, the water bracing, cold as ice. The republics were assembled, the games were set to begin. The sun glared down upon the Olympiad, brutal. Tempers were short. Surely Greeks exchange in surly words. An old man entered the arena. Dilios spins his story about the Olympics, not his best. Spartans, listen and learn. That partly dozen you slew, they are nothing to greater Xerxes. These hills swarm with our scouts. They move like shadows. He was bent, this old man was. His ever bone ached. He pleaded to the Athenians for a place to sit, and they ignored him. And your pathetic wall, it will fall like a heap of dry leaves. Leaning heavy on his walking stick. In other words, they're ignoring him. Oh!
Yeah, this was another one that was built up in the movie, like with the actors reacting to it.
Yep, we Spartans supplied the mortar. Dizzy, now his knees quaking, the old man begged the delegates of Cornus, of Mykonos, of Naxos, and of Syria. Each turned a deaf ear to his pleas. I speak for great Xerxes. The God King offers you one chance before annihilation. Turn and listen, Spartan. You test my patience. At last, the old man staggered to the Spartan delegation, and before he could croak out a single word, every Spartan rose as one and stood aside. Damn you! You will listen! He wasn't listening!
Not playing either.
And the old man shook his walking stick at all assembled, his voice rising to a lion's roar that rattled the very stone. Every Greek knows what is right, he bellowed. Every Greek knows, but only the Spartans choose to do it. No false moves, Persian. My arm! It's not yours anymore. Neither is the whip. He sliced off his arm. Run back to your master. Tell him he faces free men, not slaves. Not slaves, no. Your women will be slaves. Your sons and daughters and brothers and elders will be slaves, but not you. By this noon, you will be dead men. 100 nations descend upon you. Our arrows will blot out the sun. Then we'll fight in the shade.
I just noticed.
Was it Michael Fassbender who played that?
Yeah, they did a reverse race bending here.
Beware. These cowards use
They whitewashed him.
Yep, and they use them well. Let their arrows fly. Stay out of sight until they're charged. When they clear in the last of the olive trees and not one heartbeat before, hit them with everything you got. Faster, you dogs! What we've got is limited, King Leonidas. There are only a few dozen of us. We'll be out of javelins after that in their first charge. Pick up the pace, Persian. Decent sword work, kid. Maybe you'll stop calling us stumbelos. Hell no! We'll bring you fresh spears by the thousands, Persian. Spears plucked from Persian dead. Captain, have the men found any route through the hills to our back? None, sir. There is no such, and there is such a route, good king. Just past the western ridge. It's an old goat path. The Persians could use it to outflank us. Wise king, I humbly request an audience. Not one step closer, monster, or I will skew you where you stand. I gave no such order, Captain. Back off. Forgive this captain. He's a good soldier, but a bit short on manners. There's nothing to forgive, brave king. I know what I look like. I am Ephaltus, born of Sparta. My mother's love led my parents to flee Sparta, lest I be discarded. My father became a shepherd, but he taught me the warrior's way. I beg you, bold king, to permit me to redeem my father's name by serving you in combat. Let's take a walk. Day and night my father trained me to feel no fear, to show no pain, to make a spear and shield and sword as much a part of me as my own beating heart. You see, my arms are strong, my reach is long. I will earn my father's armor, noble king, and reclaim my family's honor. I will kill many Persians. A fine thrust, but raise your shield as far as you can. Your father should have taught you how our phalanx works. We fight as a single impenetrable unit. That's the source of our strength. Each Spartan protects the man to his left, from sides to neck, and his shield, a single weak spot in the phalanx shatters from side to neck. Affiliates, you can't hold your shield high enough. I'm sorry, my friend. I can't use you. And I again, the movie expanded this even more so. You could definitely tell from Butler that he was sympathetic.
Mm-hmm.
You can give him an offer. You could help out with something else. He didn't say no flat out.
Right.
This could not be part of the fight. Mother, father, you were wrong. You were wrong. Poor soul. May he rest in peace.
Andrew Tiernan was the actor for Affiliates.
Right. Dispatch the Phocians to that goat path and pray to the gods and nobody tells the Persians about it. Earthquake! No, Captain, that's no earthquake. Battle station. A beast approaches, savoring the meal to come. A force of men, so massive it shakes the earth with its march. An army, vast beyond imagining, poised to devour tiny Greece, to snuff out the world's one hope for reason and justice. Oh, look at that!
Hot damn!
Persian!
Can you imagine drawing all of that?
Right.
How long would it have taken to just?
Well, that's why there's not
one
much
splash
color going
page
on here.
Imagine how much effort it did take to just visualize everything, get the mission point where it goes, and everything, every single line, every single detail, every single. Yeah, you got the effort. You need to salute the effort Frank Miller did for drawing all of this.
Exactly. Chapter 4, Combat. Hearts joined in silent song. We charge, shoulder to shoulder, shield against shield. Eyes locked the nose of our hated enemies. Relishing their mounting terror, we strike. Join, fuse, a single creature, indivisible, impenetrable, unstoppable. We push. Persians gasp and groan and gurgle and scream and stumble and tumble and fall. Brains splattering across briny stone, lungs sucking deep of the deadly salty sea. We Spartans laugh like fools and keep pushing. No prisoners, no mercy. We're off to one hell of a good start. The first day, a distant horn calls. 1,000 heartbeats screech. The sky goes dark. A thicket rises. Cowards, come and get it! 100 nations descend upon us. Snorting, snarling desert beasts, howling barbarians, the army of all Asia, pledging to crush the impotent republics of Greece, to make slaves of the only free men the world has ever known. There's no break in the action, not one moment to shed the weight of our shield or seek an instant's relief from the clean heart and hot bronze of our helmets. No chance to catch our breaths, no time to slow our pounding hearts. We fret for our king if we could just keep up with him. Forward 50 paces, formation delta. Here now, stand fast. Like an angry ocean, heaving wave after wave against an unyielding cliff, they shatter with each advance. And we do what we were trained to do, what we were bred to do, what we were born to do. Mercy! Ah! Coward! No prisoners, no mercy. Good start. Afternoon, no movement from the Persian camp. We set our shields down and pull our helmets off and shake away our sweat. We bind our wounds and put the finishing touches to the morning's work. No prisoner, no mercy. Shrink! Ah! The Arcadians are getting twitchy, sire. They're begging for a crack at the Persians. Good. I've got a flanking maneuver in mind for them, and I want them eager. Tell Doxus to have them sober and ready for the next charge. While you're at it, get their help piling the corpses onto that mound. Oh, just one sec.
Remember to put your phones mute before going to the movie.
Yeah.
And by
Stelios.
But dial. It was an accidental dial.
And the weeds.
Yep. Look now. There's an excited young fellow. King Leonidas. Stelios, catch your breath, boy. Yes, my lord. Persians, approach, my lord. A small contingent, too small for an attack. Maybe they feel like a chat. I'm on my way, Captain. You're in charge. But sire, relax. If they assassinate me, all Sparta goes to war. Pray that they're that stupid. Pray we're that lucky. Besides, there's no reason we can't be civil, is there? None, sir. Ah! Oh, and look at him.
Oh, hot damn.
Let me guess. You'd be Xerxes. A voice as smooth as warm oil on well-worn leather and as deep as rolling thunder. Leonidas, let us reason together. It would be a regrettable waste. It would be nothing short of madness were you and your valiant troops to perish, all because of a simple, avoidable misunderstanding. Don't lose sleep worrying over us. We're having the time of our lives. Brave words, Spartan words. Yours is a fascinating tribe. There is much our cultures could share. We've been sharing our culture with you all morning. Enough sarcasm. I love that. And you Greeks take pride in your logic. I suggest you employ it. Consider the beautiful land you so vigorously defend. Picture it reduced to ashes. Consider the fate of your women. You don't know our women. I might as well have marched them here, judging by what I've seen. You have many men, Xerxes, a few soldiers. And it won't be long before they fear my spears more than your whips. It's not the lashes they fear, it's my divine power. But I am a generous God. I can make you rich beyond all measure. I can make you warlord of all Greece, carrying my battle standard to the heart of Europe. Your Athenian rivals will kneel at your feet, if you but kneel at mine. That's quite an offer. It'd be crazy to refuse. But this kneeling business, I'm afraid kissing all those slaves of yours has left me with a nasty cramp in my leg. I think I'll walk it off. You sadden me. as I am generous, so am I wrathful. I will erase even the memory of Sparta from the histories. There will be no glory in your sacrifice. No one will ever know. They'll know. Watch your back. Your men look nervous.
Out of curiosity, is he actually divine, or is he he's just some dude?
Just some dude, just like even the movie, the second movie made clear, it's all bravado.
It's all bravado?
Yeah.
Okay.
But very good, convincing bravado.
Okay.
Yeah. The actor also was costumed and given the right makeup and piercings and everything else built up to replicate this. And they managed to give a good bass to to his voice when he spoke all that.
Yeah, you felt like he was a god.
Okay, so everything's pretty grounded in reality right here then.
Yep.
Yeah, he just calls himself a god because other people treat him like he is a god. And
so that oracle shit in the beginning, that's all bullshit too?
It's again, as they said in there, it's all their traditions that some still find ridiculous, but they hold true to it still.
Okay, so this is a very grounded in reality story then.
Yeah.
I think most of the supernatural stuff that there is in any case shown. It's something that they perceive.
It's implied.
Imply and it's perceived as supernatural, but it's because of the perception of the time and people. Modern people in the modern our modern knowledge should find better ways to justify the logistics of how everything works.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah.
The king can scarcely contain himself. What fine fortune! Xerxes has betrayed a fatal flaw. Hubris. He thinks he's a god. Hubris. It makes a fool of any man. Easy to taunt. Easy to trick. He'll take the bait. He will. Excuse me, Captain, but did you hear what he called me? Who? The king. He called me Stelios. That's my name. He didn't call me Stumblios. I heard you, boy, and him call you boy. Move it, man. Pile these Persians high. Unless I miss my guess, we're in for one wild night. And Captain, you will address Stelios by his proper name. Yes, my lord. Isn't the king in a generous mood? The first night. Wordless. Their form faultless, moving in such perfect unison, each collective step strikes the earth like a blow from the fire god's hammer. They march. The personal guard, the King Xerxes, the Persians' warrior elite, the deadliest fighting force in all Asia, the immortals. Now, while we are fresh and at our full strength, before wounds and weariness have taken their toll, the Mad King throws the best he has. Spartans, push! Xerxes has taken the bait. And now the trap is sprung. The immortals, we put their name to the test. It's slippery work. Arcadians, now! Go! Let's show the Spartans what we can do. Call us amateurs, will they? They shout and curse, stabbing wildly, more brawlers than warriors. They make a wondrous mess of things. Brave amateurs, they do their part. And a man who fancies himself a god feels a very human chill crawl up his spine. Oh, look at this!
I love
Hot
that.
damn!
They do.
Children.
They make a beautiful mess of things.
Children, triumph! The day is ours. The dread immortals slink back to their camp like whipped dogs, and every Persian sees it. Whom will Xerxes dare to dispatch next? And who among his legion will dare to face the Spartans? Even the king allows himself to hope for more than glory. Such mad hope. But there it is. Against Asia's endless horde, against all odds, we can do it. We can hold the hot gates. We can win. Even as we rub oil into stiffened muscle and seal torn flesh with red-hot iron. Even as we bid farewell to our honored dead. Each hour brings good tidings. The Athenian fleet has engaged the foe at sea, hacking mercilessly at Xerxes' navy. That's what goes on in Rise of the Empire, by the way. And back on land, the Persian camp. Blessed chaos. The Medes and the Scythians are in open revolt. Xerxes is slaughtering his own troops. Ha! There's nothing that can stop us. Settle down, boy. Don't get cocky. Life false surprises. Gods, I still breathe. I still live. Gods, you are cruel. Damn you. Damn you. Damn you, gods. Damn you, father. Damn you, mother. Damn you all to hell.
So wait, he tried to off himself?
Yep, but he still survived.
You didn't do that in the movie.
Yeah,
I know, because...
Go ahead. You should.
I was just gonna say but they did that. I think they just cut that part because it wasn't really needed.
Huh.
Because here he still makes the same decision. Spartans, the boldest of men, the finest warriors in all the world. Damn you all.
You could also see that the way how he exists in the form of a cripple and hunchback, the hunchback cripple. You could say that the one thing that gave him a feeling of purpose would have been to get to fight among the Spartans, and then that was denied of him, and then he's like the whole his life and existence has just everything just out the window.
Everything's like fuck you guys.
Exactly, and that was the point they made earlier. That's why I like that stuff of him talking about like, this is my hope. Yes, like how much he praised the Spartans. He was praising them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like it was all for nothing. Whips crack, barbarians howl. Those behind cry forward. Those in front cry back. 100 nations descend upon us. The armies of all Asia, funneled into this narrow corridor. Their numbers count for nothing. They shatter with each advance. King Xerxes is displeased. He reprimands his generals. Attack! He dispatches monsters from half the world away. They elephants, in other words, they are stupid, clumsy beasts, and the pile of Persians dead are slippery. The day wears on. We lose few, but each Spartan felt as a dear friend or dear as blood. Hearing the death rattle of his own young son, the captain breaks rank. He goes wild and blood drunk. It takes 3 men to restrain him. The day is ours. No songs are sung. The Persian camp goes deadly quiet. Your gods were cruel to shape you so. Friend affiliates. The Spartans, too, were cruel to reject you. But I am kind. Everything you could ever desire, every happiness you can imagine, every pleasure your fellow Greeks and your false gods have denied you, I will grant you. For I am kind. Embrace me as your king and as your god. Lead my soldiers to the hidden path that empties behind the cursed Spartans, and your joys will be endless. Name it, and it will be yours. Yes, I want it all. Land, wealth, women, and one more thing. I want a uniform. Done. I am kind. Cruel Leonidas demanded that you stand. I require only that you kneel. The hot gaze. Dilios, I trust that scratch hasn't made you useless. Hardly, my lord. It's just an eye. The gods saw fit to grace me with a spare. Good. The men need a boost. Tell them a story. One that would get their blood up. Dilios spins his story. The story of Marathon. A perfect choice. Xerxes repeats his father's folly. 10 summers past. Persian slaves have set shore at the plain of Marathon. There to face brave Greeks and our mightiest ally, the harsh, proud terrain of Greece herself. The Persians stumble from their crowded ships, their legs cramped. Oh, hey there, Tris.
What's up, Chris?
Hello, Tristan.
They're soft feet.
We have a 6 per person limit. Tevia could still show up if you.
Yeah, Tevia, if you want to join up too, you can. Hold on, I'll send him the link.
Join us.
Guide us.
One of us. Family.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Become one with us.
One of us. Okay, anyway. They're on. They looked up, jaws slack, hearts lurching up their throats. Armed men charged at them at a full run from a full mile distance. Armored men, Ascetians, with their leather skirts and loving sculpted breastplates. And what a pretty pack they must have been. Athenians, amateurs,
wearing leather skirts.
foppish, frilly, citizen soldiers, not a Spartan among them. And still they drove the Persians back to the sea and away. Brothers, how can we fail against foes so fearful of combat? They show their backsides to Athenians. Much laughter. Short-lived. Leonidas, we are undone. Undone, I tell you, destroyed. A hunchback traitor has led Xerxes and mortals to the hidden goat pass behind us. The Persians you posted there scattered without a fight. This battle is over, Leonidas. By morning, the immortals will surround us. The hot gates will fall. Battle is over when I say it is, Doxius. The Spartans, prepare for glory. Whoa, girl, steady, steady. Glory? Have you gone mad? There's no glory to be had now. Only retreat or surrender or death. That's an easy choice for us, Arcadian. Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender. Go, spread the word. Let every Greek assemble know the bald truth. Let each among them search his own soul. And when you're at it, search your own. Damn you. Godspeed, Leonidas, and goodbye. Children, gather round. The gods favor us. Come tomorrow, we light a fire that will burn in the hearts of free men for all the centuries yet to be. No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die. The law, we do not sacrifice the rule of law to the will and whim of men. That is the men. That is the old way, the old, sad, stupid way, the way of Xerxes and every creature like him. A new age has begun, an age of great deeds, an age of reason, and an age of justice, an age of law, and all will know. The 300 Spartans gave their last breath to defend it. And we're with you, sir, to the death. I didn't ask. Leave democracy to the Athenians, boy. Yes, my lord. Ilios, let's take a walk. Yes, my lord. But, sire, I am fit and ready for combat. That you are. But you have a talent unlike other Spartans. You will deliver my final orders to the council with force and with verve, and you will make every Greek know what happened here. You'll have a grand tale to tell, a tale of victory. Victory? Yes, my lord. Sire, you have any messages for the queen? None that need to be spoken. We'd be crazy not to go. I've got family to think about. Nobody could blame us. A handful stay. Thousands leave. And it's suicide, Spartan bastards. Only one looks back. Spartan maniacs, look at us. We're like we're dirt, full of themselves, the bastards. Crazy, it's suicide. I've got children. Only Dilios. Spartans, ready your breakfast and eat hearty. For tonight, we dine in hell.
I love that.
That bunch won't give you trouble. They're not Spartans, just a few straggling thespians. Show them your spears, and they'll scatter like the Phocians did. There's no need to kill them. No! Brave thespians, great brave amateurs, they give it their best. And sad cries echo across the hilltops. There's no reason. And yeah, he's realizing, crap, I'm on the wrong side.
Yeah. I love how like the insult here still holds true. They're just actors. Let them go.
Yeah, right.
And into
those are the lyrics to the Sabaton's version of Sparta. I added to the chat the lyrics. It goes like at this scene like that. By traitor's hand, secret passage to the land. Know his name, know his shame. Will last forever.
Nice.
I put a link to the song on the chat. You can check it out afterwards.
Tristan just called you an emo.
I'll put it afterward into the comments afterwards. Or Robert, you can add it. Or put it to the description after it's over.
Yeah, I will. Hungry for revenge. Thirsty for Spartan blood. The immortals close in for the kill. Look at this. My compliments, Leonidas. You play a clever game, and you play it well. My compliments and my congratulations. You have surely turned calamity into victory. Despite your insufferable arrogance, the God King has come to admire Spartan valor and fighting skill. You will make a mighty ally. Yield, Leonidas. Use your reason. Think of your men. I beg you. Listen to your fellow Greek. He can attest to the Divine One's generosity. Despite your several insults, despite your horrid blasphemies, The Lord of hosts is prepared to forgive all and more to reward your service. You fight for your lands, keep them. You fight for Sparta, she will be wealthier and more powerful than ever before. You fight for your kingship, you will be proclaimed warlord of all Greece, answerable only to the one true master of the world. Your victory will be complete, but if you but lay down your arms and kneel, the holy Xerxes. Nope. It has been more than 40 years since the wolf and the winter cold. Now as then, it is not fear that grips him, only a restlessness, a heightened sense of things. The seaborne breeze coolly kissing the sweat at his chest and neck. Gulls catch and cawing, complaining even as they feast on thousands of floating dead. The steady breathing of the 300 boys at his back, ready to die for him without a moment's pause. Every one of them. Ready to die. They think they know what that means. His helmet is stifling. His shield is heavy. You're speared. You there, Amphiliates. May you live forever. Your spear, Leonidas. Stelios! Bam! Good boy! Slaughter them! Slaughter them! His helmet was stifling. It narrowed his vision, and he must see far. His shield was heavy. It threw off his balance, and his target is far away. Xerxes! Die! The old ones claim we Spartans descend from Hercules himself. Bold Leonidas gives testament to our bloodline. His roar is long and loud and full of laughter. Staring death square in the eyes, he laughs. True! And makes a god bleed.
Yes!
My wife.
My
love, be strong. Goodbye. Remember us. Should any free soul come across this place in all the countless centuries yet to be, may our voices whisper to you from the ageless stone. Go tell the Spartans passerby that here by Spartans' law we lie. And so my king died, and so my brothers died barely a year ago. Long I pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory, and time proved him wise. And from free Greek to free Greek spread the word that bold Leonidas and his 300 so far from home laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all of Greece, and the promise our country holds. Our country, our nation inspired now, united, setting aside past rivalries, joining forces to drive the invaders from our shores and from our seas. Captain Dilios spins his stories, his best story, the one about the hot gates and beyond. In the water of Salamis, Athenian and Serping mastery led the united Greek navy to shatter the Persian armada. And now here, on this rocky, ragged patch of Greece we call Plataea, Xerxes' hordes face obliteration. Barbarians huddle, sheer terror gripping tight, their hearts with icy fingers. Knowing in what they suffered at the spears and swords of the 300, they stare across this plain at 10,000 Spartans, commanding 300,000 free Greeks. The enemy outnumber us a paltry 3-1. Good odds for any Greek. This day we rescue our world from the old, dark, stupid ways, and we usher in a future that is surely brighter than we can imagine. Give thanks, men, to Leonidas and his brave 300, and ready yourselves for war. The order is given. The battle flutes play. To victory, we charge.
Yeah. Okay, so that was pretty cool. But they did. But I go back to my first question. They did skip all the political shit with the queen.
You're right. Okay, with the queen, yes, because they wanted to show how tough she was.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that part was the additional stuff. When you said politics, I was thinking about the earlier stuff.
No. The politics between the queen and that one rat.
Yeah.
Now they go up to the.
But yeah, that's still a classic. That is still a classic story.
That is very classic.
Yep. But let me get on to Xerxes now, which this one, first of all, it's going to jump all over the place.
Figured as much.
It's actually the full title: Xerxes, the fall of the house of Darius and the rise of Alexander.
Alexander the Great?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
I mean, what other Alexander would it be?
Coloring looks somewhat different from the.
Well, yeah, this was years later. This was years later that he drew this. This is around the time he was doing Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, writing that one.
Oh.
Wow.
Now remember, that last one was 480 BC. This is now 499. It begins as all wars do.
19 years later.
Yep, with a grievance. And
before.
Yeah. Ionian Greeks rebel against Persian tyranny. They are joined by fellow Greeks, most notably the Athenians. The upsurge succeeds. Sardis, the Ionian city that is a crown jewel for the Persian Empire, is laid waste. Persian King Darius vows retribution. Another grievance, another war. 490 BC, 9 years later, Poseidon is in a mood. He shares it with some uninvited visitors. Persians, a small party, not more than 100 men, here to probe our defenses or perhaps to assassinate our commander. Poor bastards. They don't have a chance. Greeks are known as generous hosts, but Greek gods can make a stranger feel positively unwelcome. Ugly old Hephaestus routinely vomits up volcanic rock, all and sharp, jagged scrapes in the knees and stabbing at the shins. Boreas lets loose his howling wind, ripping the breath from the newcomer's lung and burying its eyes with sea salt tears. Carried on that wind is the hunter's song of Artemis, promising her prey nothing but swift death. After weeks on the churning Aegean, a stretch of level earth provokes the stomach into an open rebellion. Even the underbrush is hostile. They hear our battle flutes. Then they hear us. Our spies sprinkled rumors through their ranks. They believe them. They think we're Spartans. Maybe we should have worn red capes. But why give the damn Spartans something new to piss and moan about? The Persians will have to settle for a taste of Athenian shock combat. No, we're not Spartans. We're just a pack of potters and tailors and blacksmiths and fishermen fighting to defend our home. Our lowered helmets make a muffled muddle of battle sounds. That's a mercy. Trust Aeschylus to break phalanx and go at them with one of those strange weapons he picked up during his wandering. He spent all night sharpening the thing. If he hadn't taken to scribbling down his dramas, Aeschylus might have become a surgeon.
Is he really just wearing like shin pads and a cup while he's swinging through the trees?
Trust our captain to find.
That's probably light armor. You can move as fast as you can when there's nothing to.
And you would need that for this weapon. You would need that for this kind of weapon.
Yeah.
It's like a cat burglar with just like shin guards and flip flops and a cup swinging through the tree.
It's a lot.
Trust our captain to find an excuse to break his spear and lose his helmet. He sees far. He fights close. He carries us in his wake. Our captain, Stokos, leader of men. And Boreas calms down. The sweat on our back goes cool. I left one of them alive, Captain. Shall we send him back to ship so he can rattle Persian nerves? I'd rather good King Darius fret that his scouting party has joined our forces. As you wish. Chink! Catch yourself some sleep, men. If we can't pry those Spartans off their Dios butts, tomorrow's going to get ugly. Hey, Bianca. Honor the Cardia. Our day runner brings word from Sparta. Our brave allies are celebrating another of their confounded holy days. This is a festival of fertility. Rumor has it this is their only chance to share bunks with their wives. Small wonder they're so fierce. Commanding General Miltiades shows off his horse. It's a purebred stallion, of course. Darius has begun to withdraw his navy from the shore. Take no comfort, his ships surely sail to war on Athens herself. and he leaves us for us a mighty army. The Spartans are useless to us. We will be easy to surround. Our defeat is certain unless we shatter the rules of the phalanx. The phalanx is an impenetrable juggernaut, 8 men deep, unstoppable. No man has ever changed. What?
I'll be right back. My neighbor started mowing his lawn, so I got to close.
Go ahead. Why is the artwork not great? Because this is later Frank Miller. That's why. This is make Frank Miller well after his time doing 300.
Yeah,
anyway.
you actually compared to the previous artwork and this artwork, this has look like it's rushed somewhat, and not done with the same kind of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Our center line will send to 4 men deep. Our outer flanks will funnel the barbarian hordes between them, then snap around, crushing them like lobster's claws. Be strong, my brave soldiers. Pop! He really gets your goat, doesn't he? He's a fop. He's brilliant. Yes, he's brilliant. Our Ionian spies report. The Persians are on the move. We say our prayers. We grab our gear. Dawn breaks. Even here it doesn't look right.
Yeah,
yeah,
this looks awkward.
Yeah, there is no.
It's the coloring.
It is.
Yeah, the coloring, the inking,
I
and
expect there to be a lot more contrast and shadow here.
Yep, yeah, and yes, Bianca, this is live. I always do my big ones, my 50th and 100th ones live. That's why I was offering people that wanted to join.
Are they that art? Is he like photograph?
Floating?
Yeah, they're not. It looks like the characters aren't even a part of the actual scenery. They're just plastered on there.
This is not. Yeah, this is a clear.
Like, Tavia, I sent you the link to it. If you want to join, I sent you the link. Check your Twitter DM. First things first. Ethiopian archers, arrows poisoned by aspen cobras and by the supporting swords of lepers. Poseidon sleeps. It's smooth sailing for the Persians. There will be no second charge. We will rush the enemy and cut him down where he stands. We will trample him. We will annihilate him or we will die. This is going to be great. Your helmet, Captain, please put it on. On each of us hauling his own weight in armor and weaponry. We charge at full run. 500 strands of cat gut complaining. Starvos heaves its final sigh. We lock shields. We become a wall of bronze. We push. The barbarians fight valiantly. The men, and they die like men. And they are men just like us. Oh, there's Tavia.
Hello.
Hey, Tavia.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Tavia.
Live.
Wow. You know, for people who are not Spartans, they
I
play pretty good.
Yep. And they have wives and sons and daughters just like us. And King Darius offers generous terms for our submission to Persian rule. Yet we fight and kill and die for nothing more than idea. The captain finds a use for his helmet. He plants it. And clattering like kitchen tools, our shallow center line collapses. Our flanks make their move. Ares unleashes panic in the Persian heart. Soon all our spears are broken or buried in Persian meat. There is only life and death and terror and torment in between. We are not Spartans. The best we can do is suck it back and keep chopping and stabbing and strangling and clawing and gouging and biting and chewing. Roots of the Powell bear witness. 3 hours pass. The last of them make a run for the sea. We cut them down. All thoughts of glory are gone with the wind. Thousands dead, hundreds of them ours, all for an idea. If you found. And skeezy and javelins, their balance is perfect. An idea, an experiment we call democracy could be worth all this. It has to be worth it. It has to be. It has to be worth it. We haven't won yet, Captain. To Athens, step lively. The Aegeans lies calm. Perfect sailing weather. The Persians make best speed. And that was just the first year. Now, these first 2 inches are probably the best part.
Yeah.
That's how it looks very creepy.
What the fuck is that face?
Yeah, those eyes.
I know. He looks like a woman.
He looks
like a bearded woman.
Yeah.
The beard also looks like it's just put on. So you can take off like.
Hey, but
It's the lips. It's the lips. It's the lips. It's the lips.
It's not the guy. It's the face talk as well. The face.
Oh,
and the
it's something. I don't know what the fuck it is though.
Yeah, but anyway. Ares is gorged on human blood. We fed him a bellyful. Salad of the Persian heroes. The war god likewise feasts on a tenth of our own. Something fewer than 100 brave Athenians and Plataeans. We leave our dead behind us, unburied. We gather up unbroken weapons and promise to return to pay proper respect once we have time and provided we survive the trial to come. Our work is far from finished. Only a fraction of the Persian forces fell here at Marathon. Yeah, this is the tale of Marathon. Guarding against.
I need history context.
Well, no, this is one of the stories that Delios talked about in 300. This is where Darius fell. Wow. Guarding against defeat, King Darius dispatches the bulk of his armada for unprotected Athens herself. Exhausted, battered, wounded, we stagger toward our homes and lands and families with no idea how we might defend them. We pray to the gods for a miracle. Stay strong, Davos. Picture fair Olympia and sturdy little Jason. You can make it. We can win this. That's it. That's if there's still an Athens standing when we get there. That if gray-eyed Athena feels generous, or if she graces one of us with an idea grand and bold enough to save the day, we pray to you, Athena. Please hear us. Well, that's Athena.
I actually like that though.
No, Athena
like,
Owl.
Oh, look.
Athena statue.
And back, in Athens.
Yep.
That's a good transition.
It is. Wood groans, metal creaks, leather sandals scuff the dirt, and stone floor of
that nose.
I know.
Yeah, but not the little boys in victory. Yep.
Children cry as always. The whores still go about their sweaty business. No, Paulos, you don't look like you're made of money. You look like you're made of fat. My last week's wages for just that 1 hour. Blades gather every shield and spear that can be found to resupply what they hope will be a triumphant army. Some of them even prepare for battle themselves. Should the enemy advance, even citizens deemed too frail for combat ready for war. Protect your hands, and Eidos. Apollo himself will shed a tear if you don't finish your fresco. Our day runner with news from Marathon. On 12 and 26 miles he came at a full run. His heart pounds, victory, and stops. So basically, what is and dead? What is this? So he basically ran, yelled victory, and then died.
What?
Yeah.
Because he ran with all of his heart.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, he ran on pure adrenaline or spirit. Yeah, and then it stopped and overexertion.
Usually
on the fact that he ran like 40 or so kilometers, or how what unit you use in US, or that.
Yep.
The marathon run is named after this.
Yeah. But yeah.
I forgot history. It's the last point.
Yep. This rich brat, proudly named after sweet Aphrodite, spends her afternoons frolicking with eunuchs. Nobody asks why. What occurred? Good news and a bad omen. Look to the sea. Jubilation ceases as our Southland scouts send notice. Our arriving general brings only despair. Beloved Athenians, I have failed you. In the fog of battle, I didn't tell our runner that Darius dispatched his main fleet to the sacred shore. All I bring to you are the battered, battle-weary heroes of Marathon. Their courage alone can't save us. Our cause is lost. Calamity! Your men fought with valor beyond all measure. The blame is mine and mine alone. There will be no Senate left alive to administer my punishment, which I could welcome be it exile or death. So I beg you, any of you, take my sword and strike the life from me. On your feet, Metaldus. Athens will not surrender, and Athens will not fall. He took my horse.
That didn't last long, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize This is about to be a guy.
Is it?
That's a guy?
Yeah, he took more. Look, he took much more from and than that from you, sir.
Wait. I'm confused.
I thought that was a chick.
Huh?
I did too.
Wait. I'm lost.
The eyes also look like
The guy on
that I don't care anymore.
The guy, no. This guy, the one with the long hair.
That's a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Themistocles. He waited for the chance since he grew big enough to heft the shield. His voice is calm, but it carries far. Slaves, tend to my men, but only to those who cannot stand. Let the rest of them bleed. Time is short. Spend it burnishing every helmet and shield till it shines like the morning sun. Then put it on. Slaves, citizens, women, men, fit or not, you are conscripted. We will be nothing but a pack of half-dead soldiers and a crowd of untrained women and slaves. But in the half-light of dusk, King Xerxes will see a fearsome ocean of gleaming bronze. They'll slaughter us, only if they attack. Themistocles, leader of men, just ask him. The royal flagship closes in, swarming with the immortal, the hand-picked elite of the Persian guard. Never has a Persian king suffered injury while in the company of the immortal. All eyes glare to Athens, and the satisfaction of the great king's grievance. Asclepius, sir, the javelins you cherish, I found a use for them. Athena seems to have graced you with an abundance of ideas, Captain. This is good. This is good. This is madness, divine madness. It will be difficult. It will work. It'll work. She's on our side this day. It's going to work. What in hell? This is impossible. I'll need a distraction. I'm counting on Darius to provide you one. What in hell? Our spies were certain that we confronted their entire force at Marathon. Even if the Greeks survived the battle, they never had an army like this. King Darius, it must be a trick. The Greeks are wily. Remember the tale of Troy and the wooden horse? It must be a trick. And his son and heir, Xerxes.
Oh my God!
Look at that!
Oh wow!
I have so many mixed feelings about this.
You never know that we are mere minutes from certain death not to watch Themistocles and Themistocles.
It's. I'm sorry, I don't want it. It's Themistocles.
Themistocles.
No,
He's a joyous whirlwind, trotting his stallion back and forth amongst us, swapping jokes, snapping orders, never losing his humor or his happy urgency. He keeps the able-bodied to the front. If they saw the gaggle behind you, boys, he jokes, they laugh so hard they choke on their own vomit. For all the peril he faces, for all the insane risk he's taking, there he is, looking like he's ready to burst out laughing himself. He's got the enthusiasm of a schoolboy and the authority of an emperor. The Persian tide approaches. Our knees shake. Comically cocking his brow, the captain dons the helmet he so despises. None of us can breathe. Barely a wave laps the shore. There is no wind. Astros is dead. We'll share the weight. You hold his shield up. I'll handle his spear. So the guy died when they were holding him. Damn, I've got the test. Well, one of the people had died, yeah. And load three barges was Androgeans. We can always spare Androgeans. Captain, there's no skies and no sign of Asclepius. He's gone fishing. Get back to your post. 3 barges. If he sent in a full shift's worth, we'd crumble like tree bark. This is perfect. Steady. Let them get close enough. Then unleash holy hell on them. Hell. Greek fire. Praise be to our alchemist. Greek fire. It boils the flesh. It clings and drips and burns. It burns. The enemy seeks water to drench it, but Greek fire only feeds on water. It's a horrible way to die. It's a loud way to die. It provides a distraction. All Persian eyes fixed forward. Above and to the side, Asclepius finds his perch. May Artemis guide his hand. She does! So in other words, unlike in the Rise of the Empire, it wasn't the guy who threw it. It was Asclepius who actually did it.
Wait, who are we rooting for again? I'm lost. Are we rooting for the Spartan or are we rooting for Persian?
No. We're dealing with the rest of Greece.
I have no idea what just happened.
Okay.
Where did we lose you?
was
They just killed Xerxes' dad right now. Okay. The bald, dude with the beard is Xerxes' dad.
Yep, he just got stabbed.
And
So
Xerxes
we
got the long hair.
prequel, not sequel, to the ending.
Yeah, this is a prequel and sequel and everything. But this is the prequel portion. The war is lost. Tavia. This is about the rise and fall of the House of Darius, meaning starting from Emperor Darius all the way down to when Alexander defeated the last of their bloodline. That would include Xerxes. The women will repeat nothing that they hear. They have no tongues. I will avenge you with the rivers of blood. No, don't repeat my mistake. Leave the Greeks to their ways. Their gods are too powerful here, on their seas, on their land. No mortal man can defeat them. Let the women tend to me. You have a fleet to command. I know lion's roar of triumph, Captain. The Persian armada is in full retreat, with nothing but disgust and disguised women and slaves. You've saved Athens and all of Greece. Whatever troubles you, I am afraid. Afraid, when next the Senate meets, you will surely be declared Archon. What could you possibly be afraid and make you afraid? The boy, the son, his eyes. He has the stink of destiny about him. We should have killed the boy. Leave the Greeks to their ways. Their gods are too powerful on their seas and their lands. No mortal man can defeat them. No mortal man can defeat them. His father's words, was that a warning or a challenge? Xerxes, you have been anointed king of the mighty Persian Empire. Your wealth is boundless. Your word is law. All the pleasures that flesh can afford are yours for the taking. Yet you take leave of their fair Persepolis and all her carnal offerings. You wander the wastelands to suffer weeks without food or water, stalking the sands where nightmares are born, where souls are devoured by forces, timeless and merciless, the wastelands where gods are born. We have been waiting for you. All that you see can be yours if you but take my hand. Which would lead us, a cover illustration by Walt Simonson, and it leads us to this cover.
Oh
wow!
Kind of overdoing it with the gold there, Frankie, unlike the first one.
A little bit.
That is gonna be that should be somewhat uncomfortable to wear. Hopefully he gets used to wearing all of that. But
yeah. After meeting
it hurt my eyes.
After meeting all the gods and all of his ancestors, the king emerges reborn. As I am a horseman, I am the greatest horseman. As I am a marksman, I am the greatest marksman. I am Xerxes, great king, king of kings, king of all countries that speak all kinds of languages, king of the entire big, far-reaching earth. Every living thing must bow before me. 465. So this is now after 300. Xerxes is assassinated. The god king dies at the hands of Commander Atrabius, General Megabizas, and the eunuch Aspamartius. Rumors around, some dare say, he went quite mad before his death, running wild among the steeps, howling in the wind and saying, was it that he was stabbed where he stood by a dozen steel daggers? Was it that he was slain in glorious combat? Was he struck down in battle? Or was he poisoned? And there was a wailing and gnashing of teeth, and his women wept, and 100 nations wept. And a world came to its end. Xerxes was dead. Or did he die at all? Can a god die? Was he cursed to wander evermore? The king of all the world. No one to worship him. No one to honor him. No one to cherish him. The king, Xerxes, he was the king of all the world. No one to bow to him. No one to give a damn about him. Xerxes, cursed, denied, disgraced, alone. Xerxes, does the god king wander still? Xerxes. 479 BC.
Wait.
This was before his death.
I'm lost.
Okay, this is going to jump around different times. This is not about what happened with Sparta. This is all about Xerxes. And remember this, Frank is taking from actual historical events.
That is true. And you got why about that?
All he's doing is just adapting what happened and giving slight flourishes.
So we don't know if he died or not.
Yeah, but anyway, so this is now a year after the events of 300. Jubilation in industry, monuments rise, aqueducts bring water to millions, celebration to all the seasons and to all the gods and to every hope ring across the empire. Xerxes must have a wife. She must be perfect. The search begins. The God King walks among his cattle. He does not see them. He does not hear them. Unearthly power is visited upon him, the greatest empire the world has ever witnessed. 10,000 trumpets rise in triumph. 10 million voices join them. The world is back in balance. Everything makes sense. His order comes swiftly. Search all Persia. A wife for Xerxes must be found. She must be perfect. What kind of art is this?
I think it was first. I try to imagine how I would draw something like this. Like, let's go with the right lower panel.
Yeah.
You need to do the shape of the head. You need to do the color, and it goes. Then do the chin. Then you also like a sketch the eyes, the nose, and everything else. And then I think it's also. You could also do it like a. It's you probably it was done that you drew all of what I just said, and then you just colored it with or inked it, well, like put black on it, then just smear all the different colors to emulate all the shit on his face, and then the background and so on and so on.
Right.
That's how I imagine I would do it if I was trying to create something like this.
But yeah, a wife is found, and perfect she is, the finest beauty in all the land, the sweet princess of far Judea, an orphan, a Jew. Her name is Esther. Lord Xerxes, mighty Xerxes, Master Xerxes, ruler of all the earth and all the heavens, spare my people, spare my tribe, spare the good sons and daughters of Zion. I am yours. I am your bride. It shall be done. Xerxes almost giggles. His bride is radiant, heaven sent. And so King Xerxes took Esther, niece of Mordecai, princess of Zion, to be his bride. And she took him, body and soul. Xerxes keeps his promise in his own way. The order is given. Free the proud people of Zion and leave them no home at all on all the earth, no refuge, no sanctuary anywhere. And so Dion burned to ashes. And so began an age of wandering. Exodus, the chosen people, chosen once again. Or was it that Esther's love was so bountiful that it floored Xerxes' heart as it would an empty vessel? Was there mercy in Xerxes' fiery soul? Did he call a halt to genocide? Let there be a festival to life. And was it so that the bravery and love of one young princess saved the people? So goes the legend. Such was the commandment given by the king of all the world. Zion would be spared. The tribe would survive. 1,000,000 voices rose in a single roar. It was over. Came a time of feasting and dance and merry mass and shouts of hallelujah. All was jubilation.
God, the face of the beard so bad.
I have so many mixed feelings about this.
And the day is called Purim, and it is the happiest day of the year. L'Sham, the voice rings, to life. The cheers and songs and celebration last past dawn, while in his chamber sleepless Xerxes sits and ponders and plots and plans. There are still so many millions who have yet to bow to him, so many millions who have yet to see the light. So much work to do. Now we go to issue 3.
Issue 4.
4. Xerxes died.
Yeah.
Xerxes is dead. The God King has ascended to heaven. Xerxes is dead, but his bloodline lives on. Xerxes is dead, but the plot to destroy the house.
It's just
yeah.
This reminds me like in Facebook, you Facebook videos, you can come across some videos where they show people with piercings getting infected, taking them off, and how they are fixed, like some in some more some kind of mobile game. And just looking at it, it's like, why do people do this to themselves?
Because they want to look cool.
Maybe.
Is it worth it?
Growing up.
This is cool.
I mean, at least in 300 and the first movie, it was more reasonable. Not this insanity.
Yeah, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
This is over dramatic. Also, what would the explanation about, like where they like
anyway, but let me finish it. Xerxes is dead, but the plot to destroy the house of Darius has failed. Great Darius III can only smile. Now, there's actually a lot of others who were killed off in between Xerxes and Darius III.
Wait, whoever was killed? Because in the movie, we only
No. Okay. Tavia, this doesn't count. This is well after the events of the movie.
Yeah, but there's a prequel movie that came out years later.
No, yeah. But even that, though, only took those first 2 issues. And even then, that was the prequel. After that, it was all telling its own story. Okay, so the ants bless them, build him a city. The lovely thing seems to grow overnight, right there in his own hand, shimmering like living jewelry. Persepolis, gleaming symbol of security, prosperity, unity. Bold Xerxes himself could never have raised so grand a plan. So it begins right here, right now. A united Persian Empire, vast beyond belief, vast beyond all imagining. A day dawns. Darius III becomes king and pharaoh of all the empire. 336 BC. So this is almost 44 years since.
Okay.
Yeah, Darius can brook no competence, no traitor, and certainly no assassin. Morning birds chirp. The poison smells sickly sweet. The vizier looks into the eyes of his lord and master. Drink deep, Bagios. And in the end, he's brave enough. In the end, he's just another dead slave. 334. Alexander's victory echoes from Asia Minor to sacred Sparta. The bold Macedonian, the son of Philip, the brilliant student of great Aristotle, has transformed the very art of war. Bold Alexander is on the march, amassing cavalry, armed infantry, everything we've got. The Persians will never know what hits them. What do?
This reminds me about something.
What?
Was Assassin's Creed Odyssey set around somewhere around here?
Not sure.
Wait, why would King Leonidas' wife and his son?
Again, they don't matter to this story.
Ow.
All right, Tavia, this is all about Xerxes and the house of Darius.
Ow.
All right, so it's a sequel. Again, no, they have nothing to do with the story. Alexander is important because that's the thing. In the end, while important in that moment, the Spartans didn't really matter in the long run. They didn't stop Xerxes. They helped inspire everyone to fight back, but they weren't the ones to do the deed.
So who killed Xerxes? That's the Greece?
Xerxes, no, we just mentioned that earlier. Xerxes died either from an assassination or from other things from within.
It was 431 to 422.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll trap them. Then we'll crush them. Yes, sir. Issus. Oh, man. Okay, now this artwork isn't that bad, but not that great.
Better, but
that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, but who are these guys?
Yeah, the back. This is also another that he draw the characters and left no backgrounds. And also, this is like
what the yay!
What?
Okay, I don't know what is worse. The effort, the lack of effort put into this, how little it's put into it, or what it unintentionally looks like.
They all look the same. It was copy and paste like I love lifestyle drawing.
But anyway, the Earth shudders.
Not exactly the same. You can see minor or some slight differences.
Yeah.
In those faces, but
like this guy has a wider chin than this guy does.
True.
Yeah, and the angle of the mouth of the grimace, grimacing mouth.
Tattoos.
But yeah, anyway, the earth shudders with their every step. Oop. So showing them being slaughtered, in other words.
So they're all being killed off with my...
Oh, look at this! What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Right up the balls!
Yeah, and this was centuries before Vlad the
Seems
Impaler.
excessive. That just seems gratuitous.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, this isn't even before. I think Vlad the Impaler is the one who used that thing.
Faster! Get me my horse, you idiots! The battle is lost. No. So how's the wife? You know, nagging as always. A total rout, my lord. Great Darius ran like a bastard. Don't be sure. Don't get cocky. Lock down a perimeter. Oh God! Oh no! Stop! I beg you! You're not making this. You're not making this easy.
It is really funny. I don't get the joke.
I know. Look there. The great wankers, our own family, begging for their lives. Spare us. Have mercy. I don't know what mercy is. You over there. Stand down, man. Don't make them worthless. As you wish, my lord. Put them in custody. That'll keep them safe. So that's Darius, the Surge family. And that'll keep him safe. And it'll drive him crazy. Last issue.
Shall I hold him hostage?
That's what, he's doing. So the great king simply demands that his proud princess be returned to him. Does he? What say you, my dove? I wish to stay with you, my lord. Are you certain, duckling? Have you not a single complaint about your treatment in my hands? Never, your grace, not one. I love your hands. They leave me breathless, satisfied. And whatever can these humble hands do for you? Okay.
Oh, I know.
Do we really need to see this?
Buddy.
Does he watch from his throne, set high amongst its fellow gods and fallen heroes? Does the great Xerxes watch? Does he shake his head in grave dismay? Does he glare in unholy fury? Does he snarl and spit out his disgust? Refuse. Darius offers territory, ransom, titles. Alexander rejects every entity. Have you any response, and great king? You will suffer my response. Damn his eyes! 331 BC. From winter to spring, it's a long march. Overnight long fires. They keep their spirits up with songs and tales of glory and warriors' brassy lies. They keep their stomachs full with whatever they can find or dig up or hunt down and kill. It is a good march. It's a happy time. The wind whistles. A lone cricket chirps. A carp leaps from the Tigris. Below it splash echoes. The bridge and boards creak beneath the soldiers' sandaled feet. Their breaths are shallow, silent approach. We send ahead the Spartans as scouts. Those crazy bastards aren't afraid of anything. They move in nearly silent, like a well-oiled machine. Waves lap each soggy shore. Bridges, boards creak. Any slight sounds the Spartans make, it's smothered by raucous shouts and song from the Persian camp ahead. Smoke from 1,000 bonfires sting the eyes and burn the nostril. The enemy is close, and it is huge. What?
I was looking at that Hulk there. It's just
Yeah, it looks huge.
Gargamella.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know why. It sounds like it brought.
Why is the giant hawk?
Someone look like Yveltal.
The forces of Alexander, 40,000 Macedonians, the first trained army to face Persia. The forces of Darius, 500,000 to 1 million Persians from all parts of the empire. The war room, Alexander calmly plots the impossible. He is like an engineer, like a surgeon, like a child at play. We're insanely outnumbered. How on earth do we defend ourselves? We don't. We attack. We go right at Darius himself to kill him. Nonsense. We attack. We'll cut through the heart of them. They'll be startled. They'll fall into disarray. We'll stab them with our shock troops. We'll be slaughtered. They'll use the sheer weight of their numbers. There will be millions of them. They'll crush us. We'll open a corridor, lure them down. So it goes this way. I'm going in the wrong order. But still, though, the master at work, the genius strategist. Alexander counters wealth and power with vision and intellect, crippling the monster chariots with ease. Yeah! Forcing the enemy chariots into unforeseen and early obsolescence. They charge forward, and Darius has fled. Spirits are high. Persia has a steady march ahead. Theirs for the taking. Babylon, the air is sweet. The gardens are glorious. He could stay here. Susa, historic capital of the mighty Persian Empire, in enemy hands, in Alexander's hands. Everywhere across their swollen empire, there is loot. Loot created, loot stolen. Loot worth 1,000 kings' fortunes. Priceless jewelry crafted by slaves or seized from cultures crushed. Statues to glowering old gods. Ornaments of precious metals and glittering stone. Bounties beyond all measure. The empty ever coffers. So goes the ruthless sacking of Persepolis. 330 BC. The bath is warm, gentle, perfumed, inviting. He would have drifted off to sleep. Cousin and satrap and Bessus make his move. A quick, clean coup. So he gets killed, much like Xerxes in a coup. The assassin escapes. The deed is done. The king is dead. Great Alexander himself refused the crime scene. Arrests are made. The trumpets have all gone silent. The cold wind moans. Helmets of vanquished heroes from all the world are laid in tribute. They bear silent witness. The great unifier is dead. The king is dead. Alexander visits his old friend and says goodbye. Who on earth could ever understand the two of us, my dearest rival? Who among them could ever fathom what we are and why we do what we do? Your journey is at its end, here and now. Your quest is finished. You did well enough. Your ancestors and your gods will welcome you. Sleep, my friend. He will do it. Nothing is impossible. A wild wind rises. 1,000 new adventures await. This hero has a world to conquer. And that's it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dude, I like that.
You did?
Wow. That's a good final shot.
It is. Okay. What did you all? We all agreed 300 was a classic, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was this? I think the first two issues were the best one.
The prequel?
No, the first two. Yeah, the prequel portions was the best.
The prequel was the art was just bad. Like it's terrible.
I feel like they tried to do too much with this. They didn't have as much of a focus on one central story or set of characters like you did with 300, and thus it's really hard to focus and follow it all at the same level. It feels like there's this kind of
like I don't know what the fuck hell is going on. I felt lost.
Even I'm confused at what the hell did we just go through?
I know. We barely said this was to be the fall of Darius and the rise of Alexander. That happens in the last two issues. We didn't even set up to Alexander at all until well after. Why? Because he does a big skip between Xerxes' time and Darius III. Again, that was over 40 years gap. A lot more happened.
Die. Release the ass stuff. You know how he died. You got
no. They did. We don't. Basically, it's all of this is doing is broad stroke. At least 300 was a few days. It took place in a few days, so we have more time to focus. Whereas this, Frank just wanted to show off from Darius, the first, to Darius the third, and Xerxes in between, and that was it. There was no other point to this.
In that story, they find one story.
It could have been 3 minis. It could have been 3 minis.
Yeah.
Not to mention, this could have also done some few more read draws or rewrites. Like go over everything you need to get and see how to bridge all those scenes. Not to mention, would it be possible to have like edit some of those time skips back and going back and forth to be told in a chronological order? Would that have made sense?
Okay. Let's start one at a time now. Ingrid, your thoughts on this? Again, I think we're just talking about Xerxes because everyone's in agreement on 300. So in this story, your overall thoughts?
I feel like that in this case, Frank Miller thought the idea was cool and maybe had a couple of set pieces in mind, but didn't really find a way to string it together and focus. And so it's just a lot of meandering. There's a lot of stuff in here that could have been a good idea, but it didn't necessarily give it the focus or time that it deserved. And so none of it really feels like it's cohesive or complete.
Yep.
Okay. Tavia.
Yeah, honestly, I'm actually having a classic story, a great awesome movie, by the way. This legal sequence, what the hell is going on? I felt lost. I don't know what's happening. You see, Xerxes died up panel with being like, what? Like, that girl, no, we didn't get that. But now we get the King
Darius.
Darius, who I don't know anything about whatsoever. But then we get Persian. So I felt confused. This is a mess of a story. This prequel sequel thing was what the fuck. Oh my god. I like Batman Mirrors up, but this is it. Stuck in the shooting.
All right. Foxy, Steph, what did you two think?
I definitely think that they were basically just trying to fill. Like, I feel like there were so many missed opportunities through here. Like, the artwork is even a missed opportunity. It looks so
great final
vibrant. Right. Like, there's certain things that looked much better and are so vibrant. And then other things where it's just like a straight up whiff. Like, they just missed the mark completely with it.
Yeah, no, it felt like continuing, even with a prequel, just continuing parts of stories that didn't need continuing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Raymond, what about you?
I found it really hard to care about this story at all.
Yeah.
Again, the first two issues probably were the best part because at least it felt close to 300, but at the same time, it was still telling its own story. And it basically made it clear, the Athenians were not the chumps that the Spartans kept making them out to be.
I couldn't get into it. The fucking art was just so fucking bad. It's really making it a chore to sit through it all.
Frank
I'm not going to deny that.
Frank has reached a point where he either needs a good colorist, like Lynn Varley in 300 to cover over it, or a good inker to go over him.
He can't draw anymore. And I hate saying that because the guy is a legend in comics. He helped make comics. Well, technically, Dark Return actually would technically his first major. Okay, I got you. His first major guy was Deadwood first major comic. Yeah, I made it. But it feels like, I hate saying it. Maybe he's retired, or maybe if you want to.
He just stick to writing or make sure he gets a good inker. Because look at some of the backup stories he did during the Dark Knight 3: The Master Race. He had some very good inkers stuff when he was reunited with Klaus Janson. Perfect artwork there.
True, but he also wrote the other secret going jar with art was horrible. Like what?
Right. But anyway, so back to you, Raymond. Well, what about the rest of the story?
Honestly, the art really killed it for me. I was vaguely paying attention to it. People died, people had sex. That's about it.
That's way to sum it up. And Pika, what about you?
It started somewhat strong.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it was going somewhere, and then when the time jump started happening, it was just it was like the story felt like, okay, let's go.
Let's go here. Let's go there.
Here, there, over there. It was all like he ended up like what material he was Frank was working on, and it was needed to jump backwards and go back and forth with it.
Yeah, like that Xerxes issue. That Xerxes issue was really weird. It starts off with his death, and then it goes back a few years. Them show him getting a wife, and what did that mean? Did he show mercy? Well, where does that play into the rest of the story? There was no through line.
Well, if you were a prequel to Xerxes, I would fine, but no, you jump ahead to my story, and it meant like what?
Yeah, it also feels like the story ended up losing its purpose.
Yeah,
like, what was the purpose in the end?
Right, it was mostly just outlined with no real.
If I just wanted to learn about history, I'd read a textbook.
Exactly. I mean, I get it, Frank. We get it. You love this era of Greece and everything around what happened with 300. We get it. And yes, it's an interesting story, but it really doesn't play much up. And I gotta say, I prefer 300 Rise of an Empire to this.
Me too. I was thinking this. It's like, Artemisia, she was probably the best part about that movie, and she's nowhere in here, which says a whole lot.
I like the
Rise of Empire, because it was pretty much a follow-up to 300. At least it was starting like around the same time, and then the story carried over after 300 was over, and it ended pretty much to Queen Gorgos.
But here's the thing though. Now I get this. Frank was still working on this when that movie came out, so clearly they only played off of his first 2 issues because that's probably what he had in the can when it came out and when they started working on the movie. And then after that, they just went to a whole different direction afterwards. Maybe a little bit of the next issue. But I gotta say also, the whole idea of Xerxes becoming the God King was great. Still not a fan that it was Ava Green's character who basically was the voice behind him. Not a fan of that, but overall, that was good. And again, like what Tavia was expecting, it at least played off of everything from 300.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I
mean, Ingrid and I agreed. Unfortunately, the worst part of that movie was the interquill part, the stuff that happened parallel with which was the majority of the movie. The stuff with the boat fight was the weakest part because it was gray, draw, didn't feel that exciting.
I love that fight.
But it was the prequel portion and the sequel portion that were the best of because we actually dealt with either setting up or the fallout of everything. I didn't really care what happened in between.
I think this was more like outline that was never fleshed out. Bro.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It feels like an outline that isn't appropriately stitched together because usually when I write, I find myself starting with a general outline of how I think it's going to go, and then I find myself expanding on that outline and smoothing stuff out as I go along. It sort of feels like this is only like maybe like the first 2 drafts of the outline, and then they never ended up actually finding the transitions some way through. And it's just, well, it's good enough. Let's put it to print. It was good.
I feel like what they did was, Tavia, can I talk, please? It just feels like he had to put the whole outline together for like all the issues since they were working on Rise of an Empire at the same time. Where it's like he had this outline for all of the issues and they were able to flesh out the first couple of issues of it and put that towards the movie and then just kind of fell off and wasn't able to stitch it together properly and flesh it out in the last couple of issues. Did
you know there was no reason to after that. And so it's just like you kind of went unchecked.
Yeah, he kind of just like dropped it, like he just didn't care anymore, or he didn't think that it needed to be fleshed out or filled in as much as it should have been.
It felt like there was no plot. There's no plot whatsoever in this story. Like,
did you notice that the first 2 issues were not even dealing with Darius or Xerxes or anyone? It dealt with the Athenians, and it was from their perspective, much like in 300 with the Spartans. It was afterwards. From 3 to 5, where it went to the broader stroke of the world, looking at describing everything. At least those first 2, you had a a character to focus on. And you know what? They should have focused on Alexander more.
Yes, they should have won instead of Alexander a lot earlier, parallel to this, sort of showing how this legacy goes from here to here and ended up resulting in the Conqueror. It's just like, you didn't even get to establish the theoretical, like, big personality here. It's like, that should arguably be one of the parts you would want to be self-indulgent with, and yet they introduce him right at the end. It's like, you're not even doing the self-indulgence brain right.
Well, you weren't doing any story. There was no plot. It was just like, oh, King Xerxes, his father dies. Okay, fine, done.
Wait. What were you saying, Foxy?
No, sorry. I was letting him finish. I kind of disagree with the fact that there was no plot. I think that what he was trying to run with was like,
well, it's in the title.
This issue is going to be when he captured this group of people, or like when he tried to take over this army, or this next issue is when he goes to Persia, then Egypt. You know, like each issue has a different culture that he's trying to conquer. Like, it seems like that's what they were trying to do, but didn't successfully do it.
Exactly. And not only that, though, but I get it. He's playing off of real events. So Xerxes, the other thing, when you have Xerxes and Darius, especially Xerxes, his death just being the way it was, it's like, why even tell this whole thing? If two of the characters you're focused on got killed off from within, why even tell this story?
Yeah, what the hell?
These the first two issues you had an Athenian taking out Darius the First.
At least that makes sense. We got a story I can follow. We got story.
Xerxes and Darius the Third were killed from within.
See, I think they were trying to make it a point.
We got this. Like, for a spirit, I'm going to be on his great face. And then I went on the fight. I want to see that fight, but no. He got killed off his own men.
I think they were trying to make it a point, though.
Tape it, coming up.
I just think that they were trying to make it a point of like, not that, even the weak Athenians, whatever. I just think that they were making it a point that the Greek armies, whether it was the Athenians or not, is that they were more prepared for battle than any of the people that Xerxes brought with him, because they're basically just like enslaved army instead of actual.
They have numbers. They have the numbers. That's it.
But they don't care about the war. They don't care about the end game like Xerxes does. They just don't care as much. They've been conquered. It's not their battle. They don't want to be fighting.
Exactly. Whereas the Greeks and the Athenians, all of them, they are bred and prepared. Even if they are not warriors. Look at what happened. They all united to make it look like they were a big army to throw them off and be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Again, if this whole mini was those first two issues spread across all 5 issues, that would have been fine.
That
would have been much closer to what 300 was. It's the other 3 issues that throw it off. Or again, you could have had one mini-series that focused on the first 2 issues. You could have had a one-shot that dealt with Xerxes, and you could have had another 5-issue mini that dealt with Alexander and Darius and given more time to it.
Yeah, this really just needed a lot more time than they gave it.
The story of God felt like a mess of 3 stories slammed to one. What?
And even the Xerxes one was pretty lame, if you ask me.
What the hell?
Yeah, the issue that dealt with the main guy from 300 was the weakest.
Yeah, like, we set on to set up with the main bad guy in 300 to be this big, awesome flame. Because he always fun, but then when he was a movie, he
set him up and then he dies.
But no, he gets killed off panel or off screen.
Well, sort of. We do see the possibilities of his death, but at the same time,
poisoned, speared,
poisoned,
stabbed, I think.
But either way, though,
hypothesis that they never got into it. I tried to imagine at that one point when Xerxes decided to put all the stuff on himself, and at one point it also started to look like he had a kind of like shroud or some kind of bodysuit or under all the bling on it. So, like, I started to think about, is that how he is trying to cover the scar that Leonidas gave him?
I think so.
That's my best
That make a
guess.
lot of sense.
I gotta say though, that was one thing was Rise and Fall of the Empire. In the short term, him getting blood didn't seem to affect his seat of power that much. I'm pretty sure if they did a follow-up, it would have done so, because all they did was it was stitched up and let's just move on. I mean, I'm not sure how I felt about that.
Yeah, that felt disappointing. I felt all that that King Leonidas did was all for nothing. Like what?
Well, it's more about what he did in history that was important, Tavia, not what he did in the immediacy.
So, and history, all agreed to fight the Persians.
Well, he inspired them to do it, since he obviously didn't do the uniting.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't kill.
He also created a lack of morale on Xerxes' side. They all looked at him like a god, like he couldn't be injured. And when his blood was drawn, that completely changed how even his army sees him.
You know, God, it is a man. We can kill a man easily. And then he got killed off panel.
But again, that third issue just made the focus on Xerxes was just so weird. Like, what was the point of that issue? Oh, he had a wife. Did she help him grant mercy? Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Like, what the hell? That pissed me off. That was the thing that made mad money. What the? You did all this bad guy, the big epic bad guy from 300, and we didn't see him die.
That's why Rise of an Empire handled it better. He was still there. He might not have been the looming threat, but he was still the power behind the threat of the movie.
So it was a movie, and then
now, I will also say though, there were some good artistic shots, like when showing ascent. That was probably the best artwork in the whole book, with the owl eyes and then the statue of Athena.
I will give it that was good. It was good over the entire story, but everything was just so bad. Especially with that lady who's not a lady, the man. I'm so confused about that. Like, what? That's a man? I thought that was a lady.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Yeah.
Why did one guy look like a woman?
Yeah, what was it? Esther. Like brought in and went on, and wasn't it even the same female character as the one that it was questioning about? Was questioning about how do you enjoy the company? Do you have anything to criticize or complain about? No, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you so much for having me be here. Let's do something that is probably not YouTube friendly at some point.
Yeah. Again, it's just again, you see that you're like, why give him the braids? Why the braids for that one person? That's what made me think it was a chick, was because of the braids.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought what a lady, but it's a man. What?
Yeah, and also earrings. Everything about it made the character look feminine.
Yeah, it did.
What now was this meant to play off of what Frank was saying? How the Athenians looked like, girls or things like that? Was he playing off of that? Because if he did too good of a job.
That's my best guess.
But anyway, so I think we all agree. First one's a classic. Second one, complete weak sauce. So
it didn't need to happen.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It really
didn't. It's a lot of self-indulgent filler, and it doesn't even do the self-indulging part right.
Again, the first two issues kind of did, but that was it.
Yeah.
So that could have just ended there.
Real fast.
Or you could have just ended after those first two issues, or the third one could have been. There are a 3-part miniseries also that you could have been like do those 2 issues, then have the third one end on some kind of conclusion, and that's it.
Yeah, but nope. They just had to do it this way. But anyway, this has been the 300th lesson. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks everyone for seeing me as I got up to this point. Here's hoping. Yeah, 300.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro. Man, we got this far. It's amazing.
Yep, and see about this. I'm only coming up in my second year, and I'm already at 300.
Yeah.
Wait, has it been that long? I know I was in the first episode, but I don't remember.
I'm still 100 or 200. I don't remember.
Wait, who was it in the first episode? It was me.
You, me, and Bianca.
Oh, okay.
And hold on, let me. I'm going right there to the first one. Also, I got a few more days. I have my 5th anniversary of my channel doing my shows and everything. My channel's been around a lot longer, but it's my first time doing the actual show. Yeah. Basically, it's the 5th anniversary starting from my "What If the Marvel Universe Went Metal" video.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why. Cool. Yeah, that's why I'm considering that my first episode. But yeah, it was just me, you, and Bianca on that first one way back in January 9th, 2022.
Yeah, and I joined very late when you were.
Wow, we are coming up on 2 years on that, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Gotham by Gaslight, Superman vs. the Elite.
Yep, you came on more recently.
Yeah.
I was very sparingly.
It was fun.
Yep.
I must have done like at least 30 episodes with you.
Let me check. I got the playlist and everything. Hold on. Since I'm looking at this, I see Tristan's been in 19 of them so far. Stepnerd and Steph and Doxy, you both have been here around the same as her, 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Jared starting this off was for 11. Pika, you're at 10 so far.
Nice.
How many do I have?
I'm getting there. Raymond, you're at 38.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
And Ingrid, you're at 30.
Oh, man.
I'm 39 now with this one, right?
Oh, yeah, that'll be 39. I haven't included anyone here because I didn't know who was going to show up yet before
So it's our
4-0.
It's our 20th.
But
awesome.
also, hold on. Where? I know Bianca's still at the most at 95.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Nick Wilson's actually been in 4. Carrie/Nerdy Girl has been in 13. Tabia, you've been in 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
10 now, dude.
I beat you out.
10 now.
Yeah. Tabia 10 now.
Yeah, that'll be 10 now. Yeah, man.
Nicely done.
Then are you counting out that everything that has come so far and not that are still coming?
Actually, oh no, those are kind of ones still coming.
Oh, okay, but still, that's okay. They're already recorded.
Okay, that makes me 8 in that case because you have 2 videos with me coming.
That's true. Well, actually, no. I still haven't added the Joker, that one. I still haven't added that one yet. So it's just one. So you're at 9.
Nice.
We'd still be at 20, right? You posted all the ones we did together.
Yep. I posted all of them. Although again, there's still some coming forward soon.
There's
one for you and me.
Yep. So you're at 37. This was either way though. Okay, guys. Let's not get into technicalities, okay?
Get carried away here.
That's what we do.
We're trying to mess with you.
I know you guys are, but again, it is so great that can't believe it. I'm coming up on. I'm not even at 2 years, and I've already reached 300 videos. I probably would have reached more if I kept it on the weekly format or the daily format. But let's be honest, that would have killed me. So
that was an overkill.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to overwork yourself.
Anything that I do.
I think you found a very nice happy medium here, my friend.
You have 3 days a week. 3 days a week on the weekdays.
Thank you for always having us, Rob.
Yeah. We always appreciate
Thank you very much.
Well, speaking of what we did on my are we gonna do the Open 3 video in the future or no?
What was that?
Like we talk about Open 1, Open 2. Are we gonna cover Open 3 in the future or the?
Wait, what 3? What 3? Oh, Ultimate 3?
Yeah.
No. I've already done Ultimate 3 with Steph and Foxy, and I did Ultimate as well. But we will do Ultimate Comics Avengers, which was Mark Millar's return to the Ultimates. We will do that because I feel that's a much better follow-up because it's Mark Millar writing again compared to Ultimate 3 and Ultimatum. Thank you.
Yeah, Ultimatum.
Jump over and skip Ultimatum. We don't care about that.
Basically, Nick Fury, Mark Millar through Nick Fury put it best. what the ferp? I leave for 10 minutes and it all went to hell while I was gone.
So funny.
That's the very first thing he says in that book. It's basically him calling out everyone who came in after Millar stepped away from the ultimate universe.
Yeah,
That's my reaction every time I go back to work after the weekend. I always come back to some new and terrible thing. I come back to some new and terrible thing that happens at work.
But yeah, so what do I have coming? I have Daredevil Father with Liana. I got Freddy versus Jason versus Ash with Raymond. Got Back to the Future with Eric. I've got Red Hood: The Lost Days with Pika.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
and you can see some clips of it or some parts of it in my Under the Red Hood video.
Oh,
people go watch his stuff. Watch Pika's stuff.
Yeah,
I feel bad for you guys for having to read that crap.
Oh, geez, you should see. Have you seen Pika's video, Raymond?
Not yet. I'm about to. Though.
There's a point in it where I had a realization. We were talking about how, she's saying Raisha's dead, and that's why she wants to sleep with Jason. But I just realized, wait, if this is before Hush, Ray should still be alive.
Yeah, that confused me. Because also, you get everything quiet stuff. That confused me.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I talk about that too. Like I go over there's I pretty much did this thing that I took Under the Red Hood storyline. I divided it into 3 separate acts. The third act was pretty much after Batman that Jason had been confirmed with Batman that who he is, and Batman had to focus on everything that. Like keeping the criminals alive so that Jason traps don't kill him. And I say, and then there's the whole thing with in the movie there were the mercenaries. In the comic there were super villains, 3 super villains. And it's so that before Batman came to help Red Hood fight them,
you have to do all this other
before
stuff.
that. Batman had gone to the Justice League Watchtower with Superman and Wonder Woman, fought Mongol, got the Batcave, got in a panic attack, got visited by the Earth 2 Superman, and saw the black box that Superboy Prime destroyed the Justice League Watchtower, and then the third act of Under the Red Hood happened.
But then the biggest problem, though, Joker was captured and yet appears in Infinite Crisis.
It doesn't make any sense. The more the bring what? Wait. Look, there's no one else happened.
Okay, Anyway, as I was saying with some of the other books videos coming up, got Ultimate 3 and Ultimatum with Stefan Foxy and Holy Terror, which I gotta say, the artwork in Holy Terror was better than this book.
Wow!
I don't think so. They're both bad.
As bad as the writing is for Holy Terror, the artwork was light years better than this crap.
Definitely.
I think I understand why the artwork was better, because Frank Miller did that after he survived being in New York when 9/11 happened.
So he was driven.
He had that mindset, and he was basically pouring his emotions and experiences into that artwork. That's what gave it quality.
Well,
but the story itself is bad, and
the story might be bad, but the art, you can probably understand and see the emotions and the feelings that he felt in that.
I agree. But anyway, another thing, I also have a bunch with Jared. I have Greg Rucka's entire Adventures of Superman run with Jared, Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey, Superman the Doomsday War, Legion of Superhero was Tristan, Gail Simone's Action Comics run was Jared, Superman the Savage Dragon, both of them with Steph Dirt and Doxy. Same was Green Lantern, Silver Surfer Superman, and Superman Fantastic Four. In addition to all of those, I still have then also Batman Aliens 2 with Raymond and Joker Devil Advocate with Pika. All those are the ones I have in the can. So around 19 episodes in the can.
Wait, yes, new man. We just said to do a program new Leonidas. I must have done everyone.
David, slow down. I can barely understand you. I heard you say something Superman.
Yes.
Slow down.
What do you know before new? I didn't think it in Geology. And I know you have a kind of 52, but besides 52, maybe we do a public noob on Final Day of Superman. I do own that book.
On what?
The Final Day of New 52 Superman.
Oh, maybe. No, it has to be something you haven't read, though.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of pro teaching noobs. You have to be the noob.
You have to be the noob.
Yeah, good point. I got How Long New 52 Captain Adam. That one I never read.
Nah, I'll think about it, Tavia. I'll think about it, but maybe not. Anyway.
Yeah,
But as you see, I have a lot planned. I still have my Alan Wake videos to go with. So much going. But again, I am so glad for all of you to join me. Thank you so much. And here's to another 100 in a couple months, probably at the rate I'm going.
Already a fifth of the way there, buddy.
Or it'll be here before you know it. In fact, I bet you I'm going to surpass Lynn Carver on top of the fourth wall with my videos by the time I reach the 5-year mark.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you already have 20, so you're already a fifth of the way to 400, buddy.
Yep, pretty much. But now, you also remember this. It's only the 50 and the 100th that I do it. But every 25 lately has been special stories. So, we had Spider-Man Reign. I've done Multiversity, things, favorite stories or stories that triggers that I feel are important enough. Like I said, Spider-Man Reign, it was a good story. A story I felt was
I made a good story.
It was good.
I like that.
Anyhow, I have some laundry to go get, so thanks for having me on.
I'm wrapping up though. So again, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you all on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Have a 300.